The two most common mistakes made from the hammerlock position are usually committed by the men. One of two things happen normally. Gentlemen, you're either out to the slot to the left, giving the lady a free slot by the right side, which really limits you from doing any patterns bringing the lady by the left side, or your body is rotated over 90 degrees, limiting the moves that you can do by the right side and only opening the door for left side moves. When doing a hammerlock correctly, gentlemen, you want to be in the slot, even with the lady, facing her as much as possible. You do not have to have an awful lot of distance. You can be relatively close to one another. Ladies, that's the biggest reason for the two small walking steps on counts 1, 2. From here, the lead for the underarm turn is fairly simple. Even though you have the left hand, there's a lot of slack in it, so the right hand has to start the lead. The right hand will start the lead gently on counts 1, 2, but gentlemen, you do not want to pull across your body, but rather lead straight down the slot as you move out of the way. 1, 2. Your left hand now comes up, and after it has rotated, it can now take over and help with the traveling process. Lead down the slot as you go over her head. Your right hand will lead down and unlock to get the lady out of the hammerlock. 3 and 4 finish, 5 and 6. Remember, this is a double-handed position. Great place to practice that double resistance or rock step on the last 2 beats of the pattern. Starting from the hammerlock, we have an underarm turn. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. The second variation that we're going to learn out of the hammerlock is called the inside roll. It's exactly like the inside roll we learned from close position in section 1 of this tape. However, since we're in a hammerlock, gentlemen, you don't have your right arm around her. Your right arm has a hold of her left hand back here at waist level. On counts 1, 2, bring the lady by the left side as always. 1, 2. On counts 3 and 4, remember it's not the left hand that's leading the spin, but rather the right hand. Using the right hand, gently lead the lady around. Left hand goes over her head as she triples down the slot. 3 and 4, finish 5 and 6. Trying that pattern once with just the footwork count, we have walk, walk, triple step, finish 2, 3. Notice, gentlemen, that the right hand was leading the spin, not the left. The third variation we're going to work on from the hammerlock is called the spin around. This is a neat pattern. It's a combination of a regular walk around that you learned in level 1 and a simple spin for the lady on the first triple, 3 and 4. From the hammerlock, we bring the lady by the right side as if we were doing an underarm turn. 1, 2. On counts 3 and 4, we're going to give the lady a single inside turn. Ladies, it's only 360 degrees. This is the most deceiving part of this pattern. Many of you are used to finishing the spin facing the leader or the gentleman, which is common in 99% of the patterns. This is part of that 1% where it doesn't apply. You will finish your spin, ladies, facing the same direction you're facing right now on count number 2. Ladies will triple through the spin. Gentlemen will triple behind the lady. 3 and 4. Now, the way to stop the lady from over-rotating, as I just exampled, is with your right hand. Your right hand needs to pull short to stop the lady short. The left hand comes down on the lady's shoulder. From here at this point, gentlemen, you are directly on count 4 of a walk around or basket whip. Ladies' left foot is free. Gentlemen, your right foot is free. Pull back evenly with both hands and release the right. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Demonstrating the spin around, from the hammerlock position, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Notice that the right hand is what's really stopping the lady. I'm going to demonstrate it once from this side so that you can see. The right hand, gentlemen, on count number 4. 1, 2, 3, and it pulls back, stopping the lady close and keeping her from over-rotating through the pattern. From here, as I said before, you are now halfway through a walk around. Common variation that a lot of people do, you've already learned it earlier in this tape, is to bring the lady back on 5, 6, and you guessed it, put a double spin, taking you back to the same hammerlock you were in just a moment ago. Spin around with a double spin, looks like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Some gentlemen prefer to release the hand because this does get kind of monotonous after a while. The final variation we're going to cover from the hammerlock position is called a do-si-do. It's a wonderful pattern that's been used for many, many years. Originally it was done in the 8-count version, later in the 6-count version. I'm going to teach you both of them. Starting from an 8-count version in the hammerlock. Gentlemen, bring the lady by the right side. Let me just demonstrate it for you. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Getting you back to the hammerlock. The lady's footwork for the 8-count do-si-do with the double spin is identical to the lady's footwork for a walk-around with the double spin that you learned earlier in this tape. Reviewing it once again, ladies, starting with the right foot, 2 walking steps forwards as always. 1, 2. Counts 3 and 4 are a forward coaster or triple, stepping forward, together, and slightly back. Remember, ladies, that the step back on count number 4 is a settling action rather than an actual commitment to movement. You do not want to take a big step on 4. With your left foot, ladies, on count number 5, step straight back. On count number 6, ladies, with your right foot, you're going to step behind the left foot and prepare. This is done once again by turning it out. Remember, ladies, try not to commit to the spin too soon. On count 7 and 8, when the actual spin happens, ladies, try and stay in place as much as possible. This is a great place to practice your pencil spins, but when you're learning, you would be much better off tripling left, right, left. At the end of the spin, you should be facing your partner once again. The man's footwork for the 8-count do-si-do is the exact opposite of the footwork you learned for the hook step in the level 1 tape. Gentlemen, starting with the left foot on count number 1, you're going to step to your left. On count number 2, gentlemen, you're going to step together with the right foot. Remember, you're facing the same direction throughout this entire pattern. On counts 3 and 4 is where the problem arises. You need to triple across the slot, traveling to your right, but your left foot is free. So step over with your left foot into the triple, 3, and cross over once again on 4. This allows the lady to now pass you by your left side on count 5 as you step together. On count number 6, gentlemen, step back into the slot with your left foot, triple in place while the lady spins, 7 and 8. Leading the do-si-do can get kind of tricky towards the end. The beginning is pretty simple though. From the hammerlock position, gentlemen, on counts 1, 2, your right hand is going to lead forward down the slot. Your left hand is going to raise up so that you can step under it on count number 2 as the lady passes you by the right side. 1, 2. On counts 3 and 4, gentlemen, as you triple across the slot and the lady's coaster, you want to lower the left hand and begin to raise the right hand. The first thing you have to do is unlock it. So push down and away, 3 and 4. From there on count number 5, gentlemen, begin to lead the lady back and start raising your right hand up so that you can step under it on count number 6. On count number 6, you're now back into the slot. The lady has taken her prepare step. The right hand is high, indicating the double spin for the lady. On count 7 and 8, here's where the real trick comes in. The right hand is going to go over on the first spin, then the left will go over on the second spin. Please, please, please make a note. The right hand goes over, and when you see the whites of her eyes, that's when you switch the hands, not before, because you could seriously injure the lady. Once again, from the hammerlock position, showing you the pattern, bring her by the right side as you step under. 1, 2. Triple across the slot as you lower the left hand and begin raising the right. 3 and 4. Step under the right hand and get back into the slot as you prepare for the spin. 5, 6. Lead the spin, right hand first, then the left. 7 and 8. Demonstrating this pattern with the footwork count, we have walk, walk, triple step, walk, walk, triple step. Demonstrating this pattern with the footwork count, or actually the pattern count, we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Once you're back into the hammerlock, a variation of the 8 count and the 6 count that I'll be showing you shortly is as follows. After you get to count number 6, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. On 7, gentlemen, take the right hand over the head as before, but on count number 8, rather than taking the left hand over, leave it around the neck, indicating a neck wrap. This is probably the most difficult wrap that you'll be in throughout the whole tape. From here, to get out of this position, we're going to simply do a walk around or a basket whip. Lead the lady forward on counts 1, 2, and on 3 and 4, gentlemen, with your left hand, apply a little bit of pressure on her shoulder, keeping her from turning. Make sure the right hand, her left hand, is still in a hammerlock behind her back. Pull back evenly with both hands, then unlock the right hand. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reviewing that entire sequence from here, using the pattern count, we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and neck wrap. 1, 2, pressure, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The 6 count variation of the do-si-do is much, much more difficult to execute correctly because you don't have as much time to get around. The 6 count do-si-do going back to a hammerlock looks like this. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. The lady's footwork for the 6 count do-si-do is also known as your basic continuation footwork. Starting with the right foot, as always, ladies, 2 walking steps forward. 1, 2. After stepping with the left foot on count number 2, you want to bring the right foot in to meet the left foot, but not actually placing weight on it. That's really count 2 and. On counts 3 and 4, ladies, triple back, 3 and 4, and 4 is now your prepare as opposed to 6 on the 8 count do-si-do. From your prepare on 4, ladies, triple as you turn to your right twice, 5 and 6. Remember to finish the spin facing your partner. The gentleman's footwork for the 6 count do-si-do is as follows. On count number 1, gentlemen, you will step out of the slot with the left just like on the 8 count. On count number 2, however, since you have less time for the 6 count do-si-do, rather than stepping together, your right foot will come in, allowing the lady to pass by, then step back in across the slot behind her after she's traveled past you. On counts 3 and 4, gentlemen, we still have the same triple, but not moving across the slot. We're going to cross over with the left foot on 3, step together on and, then step back into the slot with the left foot on 4. You're now ready for the spin, triple in place as she spins, 5 and 6. Leading the 6 count do-si-do is exactly like leading the 8 count do-si-do with 2 exceptions. Number 1, it's obviously faster. Number 2, gentlemen, because it's faster, you do not want to allow the extension that you were allowing halfway through on counts 3 and 4 of the 8 count. On count number 2, after you bring the lady by the right side, you are now behind her. 1, 2. On count number 2, you're directly behind the lady. The left hand is still up. You need to lower it much quicker between 2 and 3 and raise the right hand so that you can go under it. 3 and 4. You travel under the hand on count 3 and on 4 you're back into the slot. From there it's the same move. Take the right hand over, then the left. 5 and 6. Trying it once again using the footwork count, we have walk, walk, triple step, triple step. Trying it once again using the pattern count, we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. The same variation can be applied to the 6 count do-si-do, which is the neck wrap on the second spin of the pattern. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Remember, this is achieved by merely raising the left hand to neck level as opposed to over her head. Once again, I need to stress that neck wraps are only an illusion. They are not an actual grasp. We're only meeting fingertip to fingertip. To get out of this neck wrap, same as before, we have a basket whip or walk around 8 counts. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now that I've shown you all the patterns in section 3, the hammerlock section, let's go ahead and put them all to music. That includes the underarm turn, the inside roll, the spin around, which we will do twice, once with the double spin, the second time all the way out to open position, and the do-si-do, which we will do both in the 8 count and the 6 count version. The 8 count will have a neck wrap immediately, the 6 count will have the over the head, followed the second time by the neck wrap, and remember when we do the neck wrap, we have a walk around to get out of the position. In order to get into the hammerlock, we chose to do the cutoff because it seems to be the easiest way to get there. Remember this pattern? If you don't, you might want to review it before you go on in the tape because we're going to do this an awful lot of times. Remember there's a basic first before every cutoff, and the order is underarm turn, inside roll, 2 spin arounds, then the do-si-dos. Good luck, and here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Basic. Cutoff. Underarm turn. Notice the small steps, then the movement at the end of the pattern. Basic once again. Okay. Cutoff. Inside roll. Notice that the right hand is leading the spins, not the left. Basic. Cutoff once again. Spin around. The right hand stops, left hand up for the double spin once again. Spin around. This time we pull back and release. Open position. Basic. Cut off once again. 8 count do-si-do. Neck wrap. Walk around to get out. Basic for the last time. Cut off. 6 count. Over the head. Hey, 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 hey. Neck wrap. Walk around. On behalf of Eric and myself, I'd like to thank you not only for sharing with us level 2, but also looking forward to seeing you again in level 3. We appreciate your patience in waiting for this tape, and we look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Until then, keep dancing, and remember, it's a lot of fun.